Let's look at powers of 10. So this is something that you're going to see a lot, especially if you do things in the science or math field when you're doing your post-secondary. It is very useful when you are dealing with really, really large numbers or even really, really small numbers. So when I have something like 10 to the power of 3, that is telling me that I am technically going and multiplying 10 times 10 times 10, which 10 to the power of 3, way easier to write out than that. If I were to calculate what 10 times 10 times 10 is and write it in its standard form, also known as the answer, it is going to give me 1,000. One kind of trick that I kind of use mentally is when I have 10 powers is I look at what the exponent is and then I write a 1 with that many zeros after it. I find that that's a good sort of like memory device, especially if I was asking you to do like 10 to the power of 27. Most calculators are not going to be able to tell you what that actually is. Another thing that you might be asked to do would be to turn a number into powers of 10. So if I had 3,725 and I was asked to use powers of 10 to write this number, one of the first steps is going to be breaking this number into its different parts. So I have thousands, hundreds, tens, and ones. So this is going to become 3,000 plus 700 plus 20 plus 5. And then I need to ask myself what number that is related to a power of 10 might have multiplied these by. By that I mean 3,000, that's the same as me going 3 times 1,000. And 700, that is the same as if I were to go 7 times 100. 2 times 10, and then 5 times 1. At this point in time, we can turn them into our powers of 10. So 3 times 10, so there's 3 zeros here, so it's going to be to the power of 3. Then 7 times 10 to the power of 2, plus 2 times 10 to the power of 1. Yes, I would still recommend writing the power just so that you know that that's what you're using. And then 5 times 10 to the power of, where there's no 0 here, or where there's no actual 10, I'm going to put a 0 because, as you'll see in another video, anything to the power of 0 is going to give you 1. So 3 times 10 to the power of 3, plus 7 times 10 to the power of 2, plus 2 times 10 to the power of 1, plus 5 times 10 to the power of 0. That's going to be how you would change this number into powers of 10. Hope that helps.